Do you think financial freedom comes from saving every penny? Think again. That $200 a month you save on coffee is like draining a swimming pool with a straw. In the face of inflation, let's tear apart the feel-good financial fairy tale. While you're getting excited over a 5% discount at the supermarket, Coca-Cola shareholders are raking in a 7% dividend on every bottle of Coke you boo. Why? Actuaries let the numbers speak for themselves. To generate $2.900 in monthly dividends, based on the S&P 500's average 2% dividend yield, you need $1.74 million in principal. This figure might leave most people feeling hopeless, but the truly brutal truth lies ahead. The 38% in taxes deducted from your paycheck is precisely the tool these dividend titans use to dodge taxes. Do you see how this world works? The average person's salary is a linear growth consumable, while a capitalist's dividends are an exponentially reproducing perpetual motion machine. While you re-burning the midnight oil for a 5% raise, Apple is using the iPhone you bought to pay its shareholders an annual dividend of $0. Now put down your phone and do this. Open your banking app and set up an automatic transfer of 20% of your next paycheck to a brokerage account. No need to study individual stocks. Just buy SPIDE, a high-dividend ETF. Boring. But this is the first cog in the machine that gets your money working for you. When your dividends cover your monthly gym membership, you'll understand what I'm saying today. Freedom isn't a miracle that suddenly appears. It's that never-ending stream of cash that shows up in your account at the end of every month. Do you think dividends are a shortcut to making money while you sleep? But the truth is, most retail investors are slowly being drained by the dividend trap while you're paying your bills with a credit card at the supermarket. Those so-called stable dividends might be eating away at your principal. Let's use math to shatter this illusion. To generate $2,900 in monthly dividend income, based on an average dividend yield of 4%, you need $870,000 in principal. But reality is even harsher. Only 18% of S&P 500 companies have consistently increased their dividends for 25 consecutive years. Is that small amount of savings in your mobile banking app really enough to play this game? The true secret to wealth lies in control over your assets. When you sign a lease, the rent your landlord collects is essentially their dividend. And when ordinary investors tap dividend reinvestment in their brokerage app, they're merely putting their meager capital back on the gambling table. Those blue-chip stocks with stable dividends have long been monopolized by pension funds and insurance giants with trillions in capital. Here's a counterintuitive step for you. The next time you receive a dividend, immediately turn off the auto reinvestment option. Manually transfer the money to a separate account and use Excel to record every amount and date it arrives. This tedious task will force you to face a harsh reality. Achieving financial freedom through dividends requires accumulating far more capital than you can imagine. After 3 months of this, you'll see clearly. Either accept the slow process of capital accumulation or shift to assets that give you true control over your cash flow. We promise a fairy tale of $2,900 a month, but we can guarantee you won't waste the next 5 years chasing a dividend illness. Open your brokerage account now and transfer today's dividend into a separate account. This is your first lesson in financial sobriety. Do you think high dividend ETFs are a shortcut to financial freedom? Let's peel back the sugar coating behind those 8% yield figures. Lie 3 brutal mathematical realities. When you see the Xlid Fund S11, 83% yield, what they don't tell you is that its principal has shrunk by 22% over the past years. This means that while you recollecting $2,900 in dividends each month, your account's net worth is evaporating at a rate of 7% per year. Just like paying rent with a credit card cash advance, only delaying the arrival of your bankruptcy notice. Second, the essence of a covered call strategy is turning you into a cheap insurance sale. SMAN for Wall Street. When ETF managers sell options to collect premiums, they use your principal as collateral. During the market crash in March 2020, these funds lost 39% in a single month, and the option premiums didn't even cover a fraction of those losses. Third, the illusion of only $280 on the calculator overlooks a critical factor: tax efficiency. Option premiums are taxed at ordinary income tax rates in the U.S. Assuming John is in the 24% tax bracket, he actually needs to generate $45,394 in pre-tax returns to net $35,000, meaning the real yield threshold is 16.2%, not the advertised 11.8%. Now grab your brokerage statement and do this. Use a yellow highlighter to mark all numbers containing the word yield, and write after tax and principal risks next to them in red every time you see a double-digit yield. Complete this labeling ritual before considering an investment. Pause. Before 9 a.m. tomorrow, log in to the SEC's EDGAR system. Enter the ticker symbol of the ETF you hold. Download the latest 10K filing. Go to Section 7. Risk Factors, print out page 3, and post it on the wall directly opposite your toilet. Do you think you can achieve financial freedom with just $30,000 in passive income per month? Let us crunch the numbers behind the average 10.8% annualized return of REITs lie. Two deadly figures. First, to achieve $35,000 in annual dividends, you need $320,000 in principal, equivalent to a Shenzhen programmer saving every penny for 11 years. Second, when office vacancy rates exceed 25%, those REITs with 19% dividend yields will be the first to slash your dividends. Take a look at your paycheck. You now have two choices. Option A is to continue believing in the high dividend passive income myth. Option B is to start doing this tomorrow. Open your Brokerag app and filter for REITs with an FFO dividend coverage ratio 41.5 times. Remember, what's truly valuable isn't the dividend itself, but a balance sheet that can still make timely payments during an economic downturn. On the 15th of next month, when you receive your first $83 dividend, you'll remember the decision you made today. Now, turn off this video and check the occupancy rate data from the latest quarter. Lie reports of the REITs in your portfolio. Do you think investing in blue chip stocks means you can just sit back and call ECT money? Take a look at the balance in your paycheck. You need $500 in principal to earn a monthly dividend of $2,900. Assuming an average white-collar worker saves $2,000 a month, you'd have to work non-stop for 20 years without spending a dime. Even more brutal, these blue-chip companies have averaged a dividend growth rate of just 1% over the past 3 years, not even keeping pace with supermarket inflation. A look at the financial reports of S&P 500 components reveals that 3M has laid off 12,000 employees over the past 5 years, while Walgreens has closed 9% of its stores across the U.S. The secret to these blue-chip companies maintaining their dividends is constantly cutting labor costs. Every $1 in dividends you receive may mean that a warehouse worker has been replaced by a robot. Here's what to do. First thing tomorrow morning, open your brokerage app and split your monthly investment amount into 3 parts. Allocate 70% to short-term treasury bonds, ticker SEV, 20% to healthcare REITs, ticker VHT, and reserve only 10% for so-called dividend aristocrats. Remember, what truly holds value is liquidity. The ability to cash out at any time, not those meager dividends that barely keep pace with inflation. Now turn off this video and look up the layoff rates of your dividend aristocrats over the past decade.